kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
First carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Vick. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Play action now, Vick. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over.
First down and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start here with Jackson.
Number 30.
Elvis Dumerville there on the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He's going to air one out. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got our short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run here with Bo. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally wrestled down at the 11. It's a big play there for the Patriots. And even 60 yards for him on the ground.
At the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now the former rushing champ. This is Arian Foster. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Pats have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Good.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mention the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
These two teams all tied after 1. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The throw on 2nd down from Vick, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This is Foster, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Pretty sizable gain of 8 that time on the keeper, but now it's 4th down. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
The tackle.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. This duo locked in. 14 yards there. And a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun here. It's Cunningham. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Run to the sideline and
after the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. First down carry by Elliott. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Cunningham looking to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
4-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Jackson. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 12. And they rattle off a big one. 4 yards on the ground.
The 12-yard line.
Well, this game's ripe for the taking in that run. I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 1.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys have taken the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Neville Gallimore on the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. They run. It's Foster. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Back now in Arlington. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. On play action, Vick. Escaping the pressure right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third and goal. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a 2-for? Tackle for a loss on the running play in the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. Try it here. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. This is why I could never make it as a quarterback at any level, especially the NFL. To have the poise to stay in that pocket, know you're going to take the hit, but still deliver it for a touchdown, great play.
I have to agree with you on that one. When I see those hits coming, I'm wanting to exit the pocket. I'm getting the heck out of there. Instead, we just saw someone stay in there and make the throw downfield.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit
through an opening, and there he goes. 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And what a big-time play there. And even 80 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. From the 2 now, second and goal. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score our home team 21. Visitors 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down. It's Jackson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. Big play there for New England. 49 yards on the ground. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd and 9 from the 44. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Final score,
Patriots. Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it.
Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return it, here's Reggie Bush. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
3-yard line.
First and 10, it's Favre. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Favre. And his throw here's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown. Covered a lot of ground there, 81 yards on the punt return. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
For the point after.
They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, you don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back to get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead.
Visitors 7, Falcons nothing.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard run.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their second attempt here, the first drive, stalled and they punted.
Time to break some things out, I think, in the playbook. Now that they've gotten out there, getting settled a little bit, let's see if they open things up. Maybe try and get the ball in the hands of the guys who can get the ball into the end zone. They're playmakers.
They would like that. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 25 yards that time. From the gun, it's Favre. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Dancing and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Cunningham. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
That's good.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
To throw on third down. Cunningham flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Favre. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Marvin Harrison. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
10 yards on
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
the 50-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Favre. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 45-yard line.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Favre. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Favre. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
To kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Trying to improvise. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Cunningham. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He was covered.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Jackson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
The 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Cunningham. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll run with Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On 1st down, Favre. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Favre to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
The 34-yard line.
on the ground. This is Jackson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start here with Jackson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
34, Bo Jackson.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And incomplete. Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Cunningham tosses quickly out wide. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jackson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Cunningham to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Bo. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, in a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's
Morten Andersen to kick off.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morten Andersen to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Cunningham. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Cunningham. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Deion Sanders.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On first down, it's Jackson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down, it's Jackson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Favre. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Minnesota Vikings.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run here with Bo. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
at the 14-yard line.
On second down, Favre. He'll buy some time right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The second down pass intercepted.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Their own 20-yard line.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. We're scoreless after 1.
No score.
They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cunningham. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
51-yard attempt.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job is a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to get the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Byron Jones
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
40-yard line.
1st and 10, it's Favre. This one caught by Davis. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Lets it fly for Thielen. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 36 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
And a great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Here's Jackson. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
To throw on second down, Cunningham. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Randall Cunningham sacked.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
That's good.
The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the run, this is Jackson. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Ball carrier.
Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
Well, sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Adrian Peterson on the
Deion Sanders up to make the tackle.
at the 21-yard
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
ball carrier.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
3rd and 5.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Malcolm Smith. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Morton Anderson on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within 1 score.
Yeah, and that looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here in the fourth quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to capitalize.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there. 66 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now the first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like a little bit of courage in play calling, too, because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
And he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Favre. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Vikings' 47-yard line.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run on first down. Jackson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
On 2nd down, Elliott. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On the run is Bo Jackson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
32-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jackson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Did you see them hold up four fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. You got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And his His guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On 1st down, Jackson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Cunningham looking to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 58 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11.
14-yard line.
Now Cunningham. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And it's good to make it 7-0.
Makes the score our home team 7. Visitors nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you and he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give him 9 on the play, and the Bills will move the chains. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, our home team 7. Visitors nothing.
On 1st down, Wilson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
Complete to Barry.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The extra point by Anderson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's Cunningham, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The 49er great Patrick Willis in on the tackle.
A gain of a
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On second down, here's Cunningham. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Jackson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score our home team 14, visitors 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over first and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now second and 13. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 77 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
On first down, it's Cunningham. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts
A loss of 9.
as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Flushed out right. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Taken right around the 44. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham escaping the pressure right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down now, it's Elliott, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Able to hit his target, Lamb.
Cunningham.
7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
CD Lamb.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run with Jackson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cunningham. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Johnson. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Jackson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. A play fake. Now Cunningham. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
To throw on 2nd down. Cunningham steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why'd you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Oh, Jalen Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards that time. They had a Buffalo first. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
49-yard line.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner, 100 yards or more in a game.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run again with Jackson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 12-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. He's at the 30. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So that changes things, no doubt. We thought we might be on the verge of our initial score of the game, but after that interception,
The long return.
yeah, then he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night, and the Bills have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They'll take over. First down and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here at a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards that time for number 14.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Jackson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
At the 40-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for DK Metcalf.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Sanders.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Rod Woodson. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Tonight's final score, Bills 21.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones.